And today's video is a book review. It's called L'Art de la Simplicite by Domique Loreau. So the reason why you're looking at this weird tub of weird things is because it's about how we have systems for self-care, and that is my orchid. That is my dog, and I'm gonna do this video with my feet in the tub. And all right, let's go. The name of the book is L'Art de la Simplicite, How to Live More with Less by Domique Loreau. And the reason why I wanted to do this book is I bought this about 2 summers ago, and I couldn't find it in American bookstores because the author's French and lived in Japan. So I went to Canada, saw my parents, and I said, I'm going to order a book. Can you guys pick it up because I have to be in Toronto for a meeting? I mentioned that in my book, The Quest for the Black Panty Drawer. So when it's published, please buy it and it'll make my day. So I love this book because I think a big part of being a minimalist is taking care of yourself, and you shouldn't skimp on that. And it took me nearly 40 years to figure that out, and I'm still not good at it. So why is there all this stuff over here? All right, let me explain. I'm diabetic, and because I have diabetes, my feet are in danger of a whole lot of maladies. So this is actually part of my self-care routine. So every time I shower, I scrape the calluses off. This is a file. Let's see, where did I get this from? It's like from those professional hair places. And guess who ate it? Yeah, I'll let you guess who did it. It's that guy over there. Can you see him? Right there, looking all innocent. He's not. He's guilty of something. All right, so I file my feet. I do like a border run. You know, most people do like a liquor run. Not me, I do a border run. Why? Because you can only get this product in Canada. So one is called Urosec and the other is called dermal therapy. I've tried looking in the States. I may not have looked hard enough, but this stuff really works. And I'll tell you why you have to take care of your feet. Diabetes is actually a disease of starvation. So the lock and key mechanism isn't working. In my case, the lock is broken. So insulin can do nothing. My insulin levels are so high that I'm hungry all the time. And anyone who has diabetes, feel free to disagree with me on this, but I'm hungry all the time, and I'm on a new drug called Ozempic. I'll tell you about that in a different video. Oh my God, I didn't know you could feel like you're pregnant and have cancer at the same time, because I feel nauseous and fatigued like nobody's business. So the part about it being a disease of starvation is you can eat. It doesn't mean the sugar is getting into your cells for nutrients. So what happens is small nerve endings like those in your feet are one of the first to go. And mine, I'm dangerously close to having neuropathy in my feet. So I can't afford to have calluses, because if I have calluses, the skin is less sensitive. So if I step on a nail or spot scratches me, I may not feel it, and I may not be aware that there's a lesion on my feet, and it could lead to a foot amputation. So I'm really careful about my feet. So this right here is 25% uric acid, and this one, I forget how much this is. This is 10%. So this works like once a week, and it really does work. And it's called dermal therapy, and this is called Urosec. So this is this is just, no matter what happens, I make time for this. Alrighty. So next, minimalists all tend to have they have a fascination for oils, I notice. I do too. This is rice bran oil. I don't use lotion anymore. I mean, I do, for speed, but this is rice bran oil, and I mix a mixture of tea tree oil as well, and it's been pretty good. So I smell like a medicine cabinet, I won't lie, but it goes away really quick. All right. Next, I made the mistake of getting this product. It's called Pro Foot Heel Rescue. Does nothing. Dry Scaly Cracked with Argan Oil. Does nothing. Those poor goats chewed up a argan nut for no reason. And no, that picture is not accurate because it does nothing. But I keep it for my husband because he doesn't have the same kind of issues I do. This is like his station too, so big old jar of lotion. Same thing with the Gold Bond foot cream. It's therapeutic. You see a lot of diabetics use this. Did nothing. Sorry, Gold Bond. Since my feet are dangling into the hot tub, I actually shave my legs here sometimes. I just keep some shaving gel and razors. So anybody who has a minimalist and more eco-friendly way of shaving, please tell me, because this is neither. So please tell me. I love the smell of Nivea. I think it's because you grew up with a certain smell. So Vinay bought me like a whole tin of this, and sometimes the smell upsets me because if you read the book, there's a certain part in the book where I rub Nivea into Mom's hands because she's in the hospital and I don't want to look in her eyes because I have to tell her some bad news. You have to read the book. But I'm really sensitive to smells, and the smell of Nivea, it kind of chokes me up even to this day. So that's what that is. All right, let's put this stuff away. This could be edited. This is not minimal at all. There's a reason why I call my book The Quest for the Black Panty Drawer, because I am not perfect at this, as you are learning. And what's nice about you guys is you guys aren't judgmental. So, there we go. All right, finally. Nobody calls me ever unless I am shooting a video. So I will be right back for the final comments on L'Art de la Simplicite. Final comments on L'Art de la Simplicite. See all of these bookmarks? There's a reason. Every part of this book is beautiful. I saw one review on this book and they were quite critical, and they said, she says all a woman needs is like a pretty dress and lipstick. And I think that woman was quite offended by that statement. I don't have a problem with it. My life does not involve pretty dresses and lipstick. I do a lot of dirty stuff, and I don't want my pretty dresses getting ruined by them. I plant and I garden and I scrub toilets and do dishes and scrub pots and pans. And yeah, my life doesn't involve pretty dresses, but yours does. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. So that's the only critique I've ever seen on this book. And I saw it on YouTube somewhere. I don't have a problem with this book. But it is dense. Like, this is the second time I'm reading it, and I'm on page 14. Ignore the Lord of the Rings bookmark. I'm on page 14, and just to see the title, The Possessor or the Possessed. So every time you bring something into your life, ask yourself, am I possessing this, or does this possess me? I bet you any amount of money, if you're like me, your things possess you. So lots of lovely things, and it's really dense material. This wasn't, an easy read. I actually kept putting it down and picking it up because you have to almost digest each concept that she's saying. And I don't have a problem with most of what she says. When, if anything, unlike a lot of the books I've read on minimalism, I've actually incorporated what she says into my real life. And you know what? I carry, okay, it's not lipstick, it's chapstick, but at least I carry it in my purse. So That's something. Give this book a try. I have not seen it in American bookstores. I have seen it in Canada, and you can always order it online. L'Art de la Simplicité. I don't own many books, but this is going to be one of 3. So I want to own Francine J's Joy of Less. I do own this. This is actually my copy. And I also own Soulful Simplicity by Courtney Carver. That's also the same thing. It's like a minimalism Bible because the concepts in there are deep and wonderful. So why did I want to link this book with the self-care system that I have right here? It's because of this. So this is my Eco Tools. I have a makeup brush by the same company, and it is for dry brushing. So the bristles aren't too rough, and a lot of people use it for cellulite. Please, if cellulite was a city, I'd be mayor. There's no way this delicate little brush is going to help me with cellulite. A miracle maybe, but not a brush. But yeah, so I use this for dry brushing, and it's a necessity for me because here's another thing they don't tell you about diabetes. You get dry skin. So this is my dry brushing, and then this is a gift from an anniversary. It's a loofah. So when this finally kicks the bucket, I'll switch to this. So this says to remove dead cells and clean pores, massage skin with dry loofah in a circular motion, exclude any sensitive areas. Then use with soap in the bath or shower to stimulate circulation and cleanse the skin. I wouldn't do that because this is a natural product and you're just inviting mold and mildew. But this is like a complimentary gift from an anniversary in Niagara-on-the-Lake with my husband. So I like keeping it here just because I look at it and I smile. But that's it. That is my little module, an idea I learned from Francine J about self-care. So do the same for yourself. Take care of yourselves. Get a good night's sleep and be kind to each other. And somewhere in the distance is my dog, who does not care about my videos. Spot, do you care about my videos? Not really. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Take care of yourself, and please subscribe.